mantem na ipe o omadi nkomode sebe wo mani agye papa mu hunu bi da se ye di eye saa afie yi anase ye hye saa fan region fie enum enan ni ena excellency na nado danko akufo-addo ne naban ye se bia Independence Day na enkran mantem ade ye no enti strategically no de omode beko other regional capitals and other regions say be ya omanfo e wo ho no so no so be hu senia celebration den etie na se mo beka ya nia yekodi watermale no na enya adewa ama nipa ebufa so ko che kofo ni agye se Independence Day celebration ye de aba omo region na afie we de no na nyame ya adom omo a yenuanom ewo from mantem Volta region omo so omo nsa eka womo de yensa kan mfoni ni bi yebeyi de akyeremo na ansa na meba sa asem no so no odofo megiri se mumu bi wo ho no mo a mate nsem a ekoso beye 2 weeks ni na otwe mienu atwamu yi be de Ghana Revenue Authority experience a miami nyae se menya information na me de akoma omo na omo ntumi eni ho djuma na megidi po se mi amakoma omo information no kra na ko mbe frɛ mi abɔ mi aba so se me yo man bapa se mahu se bibi boni ekoso na mi ankasa mafa me ka me de mi sika afa ka aba GRA asoe senka omo ndi saa asem na ne beto omo ni omo ndi akire besine they've not gotten back to me mfie mienu enie enti ebede na hye obi fufro nkran se bibi ekoso ewo adwumakuo bi mu anase bia bi mu a ebema aban ahre sika enipa bede ansa na wanya sa opepa no so obekwa akọ ediba kwa akotudwa enti me de GRA fo SM betudwa still yenti omonka na ye koda sore ya nya efe no corruption dream ene ketahye ye sore ana ye hwe politicians ministers deputy minister MCE say ni se na womo hye aban nyuman mu no womo ku oman ni yie land commission minim se waka boy esa ne se land commission de enipa dodo e wo Ghana ha nyina ene omunya nsawoso esa ne se wo asase wo to asase anase wo asase no oni omunya nkitahudie land commission abeto dwase omu nyuma efo ni bi mutie ni ye omu nyuma efo ni bi aye kanana ama saa adwumakuo no aban ahwere 100 million Ghana cedis. Yes, otimi ye 100 million Ghana cedis. Dream ene ketachise ewo land commission kwa o odofo sa land commission no enye minister ene hye enye vice president ene hye enye president ene hye enye me flag bearer ena me hye ye wo mo ye adwuma ya fa o maban ya fa o ma ye tu o mo ka busumi bia ene wo ma ye kanana esi nipa be ye dunsia bi wo adwumakuo num ene wo wo outside e kan bom etimi up ejuri wo man sika 100 million Ghana cedis ni ati ha ye pesika e de ahye free SHS mu ama ye madachi awie peyo na nipa kakra bi atumi afa kanana kwanso ayeden e de 100 million Ghana cedis ahye omobotom Ghana for you see ye sorry ana ye ka corruption a yen sorry kra no corruption e wo ho ye mfie mu ye offices ebi na abeto dwai eye land commission na ohwe GSS omu report 2021 na enyumaku a report no ebo ye say omu je bribe pa na land commission kan ntimi enye me won say 2023 no after 2021 na report ibeto dwai 2023 March abeto dwa ama sebe aban ensa kan saa enipa no mu bi na menemu kasei saa enipa no emu edu de land commission a interdictium Agyei omadwuma afiri omonsem a nhwehwemu ahye ase enti nhwehwemu ahye ase ne de fine nanka eno de ye da nyame ase but ye bedi saa adwuma asase mu ye bedi akiri saa kopem tama ye de ebetwere ba bia etwere esa ne say nsem ne ba ye ka no saa corruption ne de akosue aban ye de akosue minister ye de akosue eye president no opposition ye pe na ade ayenti no ade we si a me sure pass wo kina any that this one opposition for the same we ba beso president nana adodanko akufo-addo ye be di sa djuma sasem ye be di akiri se court kura ye tese wo mko court ye be di akiri aden na ye hu fisa Ghana for me ameka se me Ghana ni wo a wo hwe mi wo ye Ghana ni enti ye na ye di ye hu nkomo aden na ye man sa ye pe road ye pe nsuo ye pe nkania ye pe se ye hospital uko hospital a ye aban hospitals a ye ndro no ebi wo ho aban be dance wo nye se sika na ye den e de ayesa nyama we nyina aban pe sika e de ahye free SHS mu hwe nkora dodo a se nye free SHS a sebe anka o mabrabo abo asesa over 1 million people children before 2017 aban we baso or the free SHS beba no na nkwala be ye 100,000 afibia 100,000 omunya free SHS mu nko omunya bi nko esane ohia puduo ene ewo mu se nkofo tuatua kakra de nanso aboa ama abusuafo bebre etumi anya that opportunity ama omoso omadehye etumi ekosua ade ewo secondary school aban enya sa sika ya 100 million Ghana cedi ya nipa be edu dunsia atenase afaka na kwanso kwati kwanso amomu bottom ayema no no omo de atoka sakese ene omabusuafo sebe omo wo mu kura no senka ya de sa sika we ko omo de hwe omo yire mo ne omo mba kura anka enya ni no omo de sika ne ye nyama bi odofo o man chichire no eye memene wo aban no enni baabi a ono ti baabi eye memene wo president ye na afemu de mesom ye mafemu de mo amo Agyei ni ade mosom afemu de ye land commission mosom afemu de na obi wo ho a ne kunu ewu agya ne ya no agya na sase na otie nsem no mu a na land commission for ni mpanifo bia ye kanana ni Agyei sase ye free mame ehu papa ehu na arehu ye utie mpanifo na se wo mo victims no utie o masemo a arehu utie o masemo a ubesu ama wo obi adwapade obi ne land wakoto na ya fa kwati kwanso ni Agyei sase na finipa ne nsem ya okamafo ne wan okamafo ewo he odofo sasemo ameke mepese ye badwini hu yie ma yenye emotional about it yemfantoto eye insiniani ne hu se asemwe eye asemhia a esese Ghana for yetu hu anamon corruption no we are losing the focus omo ese ye di ani si omo so ema omo ye the right thing no ye ani afri omo so ene omo tua ye ntokro edi ye bone oman na se land commission kwa na etumi awia nkrofo san nkrofo na ye ka no ene omo di 100 million Ghana cedis na aban nyumekuo a ewo ho omo de maaye no na chese Ghana su Ghana so enipa o su moja esane se utie sansem we ya arehupi na meka no meka kosisen san nkrofo yi se court ehwehwem na ebede di se ampa wo ma di se sika yi a anya de a ye de omukọ eye nsawom kekewo esi Agyei sika no na omusan kodam na nukura etwe madwene asi eye banking crisis na eba ye no banking crisis no womu ewo bibi anase omu ka ho ema crisis ne ba ye no womu he yesi ebi ewo court but Ghana for person omo yeden omo tie nia asem na kosie womo a enam omo so Bank of Ghana mpanimfo a ena omo so omo hwe krata mu omo ama omo ni anna ho a omo ni se kana na nkofo ye yo ama Ghana sika ya ahwe yen no san nkofo no ede ne ede yo When you cry, the na said yes, or better assassin. Ebini. Ubidi sika na wafani wadi. And honorable Kennedy Agyapong kokan esibui. Ubidi sika ni ejano. Sa 100 million yi mi ka kire wo se. Ya nhwe ye a sa semwe ye nkohu ne puma sibre. Ye nhu baabi e bekwa kosie. Esa ne se wo koye court na judges here ehun asem because sa GSS Ghana Statistical Service or report on be to dwa no na enyumaku a yese omoje bribe akese no na even judiciary no eka ho land commission eka ho enti wo wanya asem wo se omoje bribe bi enhwe mu mawa odofo asem ne bekwa akosi sen minim agyesefo a wo mo de nyamesuro no ewo mumu pa dodo na ebo momode ba dodo na so munim ne ameken ye botom ne ye yam ye yefunu odofo si ye pese Ghana tumpon a ma ye nhwe se wo mampani bi ene ebe yo eye meme ne wo national security for the eye term bi ba say see something say something unhu bibia eno no na ye security issues but we should go beyond that ade bia obehu oba bi se enye no wo de fabre ye beka wasem ama ye hwehwem na se esefata se ye beka wo sa adwumade we so ye beka ama esa ne se enam saa enyema we so na ebetumi ama Ghana afa ne ntoma pefra ye kan no mampani ti ba bi na se nyame adom ordinary TV no to no ohwe the sit show na ye ka ho asem a obetumi ayeden ama ne mpanifo atu ho anamon enti wo de se bibi koso wo ba bi a memfa ho se memede de koye ya anye ho hwe fabra ye be koso aka kopim tama Yesu beba ama nyema ayeyi edi amaye eye the sit show so ohina mwako adodo na frame the flag bearer me di dwumadie we ho chiame ene ukuda ena woni eguso yi mapamfo aye krado ede ne ye ba be kan wasem se ne medi kan ye no celebration ya celebrate sa infie aduosie nsia 66 years emfaso de be na abam se betafracho anka ye da so hye abrofo nko asom no so a ase a anka Ghana ya tumpon sinsei ana asese ubisa bibini bia o se opese se betafrache ope se oye aponche ana se kraman ewo abrotire esen se oye nipa o Africa me kan article bi se o prefer opese oye kraman ewo abrotire esen se oye nipa o Africa mem esa ne se kraman no o abrotire no ye fidi no odidi afili très bien no ye nipa ne na Africa na komode no se wan hwe ya ne be ya adwene enuti ye hwe enedumre ye hwe 66 years of independence, the good, bad and the ugly. Ne womu no ene ne womu a ye papa no ene ne hi ena ne enye ene ne enye kra te se ne American 100 million Ghana cedis ya akofye nkrofo botom e wo land commission apanfo be boan ama yatumi adi sa nsem yi mu pensem ade eho ntiase na se mu ntiase ade abre na ne emede e wo sa asem no nyina hu no se odofo almost 60 years of sa celebration no ya ye won kramantem aban yi ba ye no hu odadwene ye thinking outside the box and was no for me to take advantage of this celebration to economically open other places no me the celebrations no ebe call other places me nim penifo bebre akasa wo Volta region wo hwe even NDC for me now for NDC for kra more Volta region wo mani agye for the first time ya this celebration na ede abaho me gidi se e ya depa ade e ya depa no ye nsom me se mi firi Adaklu anka for the first time ya the celebration of Independence Day no ede aba mi krom enti kakra so long as this government and I said this party is in office now me sure say beto so a wan hwe na akodi me so mi krom wan hwe yi a obi foforo ba he doesn't believe in this thing wo twam de bia ankran opportunities be na wo ho se ubehu se hotels akese a ewo Volta region ni titiri ni ho ne ne mpontem ho no yesi ni nyina yema esa ne se ni patitiri e bi etu kwan se be Volta region for kra omo abroche kra bi etu kwan aba afa plane aba esa ne se ye be di sa adwumadie kese we ewo omukrum omo ba omo ni be bi da omo be hotels omo ni cars omo be fa Uber ne eye boat ne sa taxis yi ene trotro yi ema womo wo ho no mede womo nyesike agu ombotom womo ko womo beto enyema uko Volta region womo wo nyema bebre a obetumi ato ede aye ho. The local economy in Volta region no last week any this week no abumi papa. Say Ghana Statistical Service ebetumi amayen even a quantify in monetary terms sika etumi apia free sa celebration where Volta region mo anka be ye nyina ye hu bedwiri enti asempa adepa a ese ye bo aban abaso wo saa nhihye hu se ubufuo ubuonfuo adepa minim next year there the 67th edition no mehwe se omde be kom yami krumo na local economy no so ayeden atumi apeke up yene openi baako a ne din ede Dr. Ishmael Hlovo oye political scientist ebano amanyosem nhwehwemu a na jese wa bene papa osan yo twetwerefo kese pa ewo University of Education Winneba yene no ebetwetwe nkomo afa 66 and I said Independence Day celebration no mfasodia ewo ho edema woman Ghana ene ne titiri the local economy a ewo Volta region ho ene Adaklu ne the other surrounding communities. Ye be hwe se ye nsa beka MPP Volta regional secretary ye be hwe se ye nsa beka na ye nsa kana ono ye nya information se na owo ho pa on de odinani ene di akire enti ye pese o mayen vivid account of what happened and after so ensemben and the people of Volta region kanfa sa celebration hu ye wia na abrantie ba kon ye fe no na Kwame Asafo Agyei a oye deputy director edema MPP external affairs no na ye ne no adi enkomo enu nti se me se commercials na ready ama me ndane mi hu be sima ba kon ya abo afọ nkrato na memra sese ya. Yo, adeshima me samba makwa babium de ba the seat show ne two television so and in some near me de pa sane say I'm happy say nyame ya aduma kakra ban ete ase de ade kakra Independence Day celebration no ebeba meso mi kru mama babia ayede ede amame na yenko hwe mfonini kakra babia ye frɛ ho Adaklu community no omo mountain bi me research no na je say ade ba ku bi a dasro yesronko wo Adaklu ne nkrofo ho no mountain pa bepo pa sebe ewiase afa na nyina nkofo tu kwan efi America ne ada abrochimam ebe fro saa people no na memene wote ho na yenko hoda nti na ye ton Adaklu de ama wo Ghana ni wo ho a wotumi siesie sika kakra afene so a wo de afa ka se wo kwa kohwe Adaklu na wahwe how other environment are nti yen kokohwe eye sa Adaklu bepo no na mountain no na yen samra.
This beautiful Adaklu mountain, as you can see, one of the tallest mountains in Ghana, for that matter, Volta region as well. Yes, this Adaklu mountains, very beautiful. I think you should come and visit this place one of these days. Yes, with a beautiful village around here, as you can see, very beautiful village. Adaklu mountain, yes, I am here. Very beautiful to behold. I think you should come one of these days and climb it. Mountains in Ghana, for that matter, Volta region as well. Yes, this Adaklu mountains, very beautiful. I think you should come and visit this place one of these days. Yes, with a beautiful village around here, as you can see, very beautiful village. Adaklu mountain, yes, I am here. Very beautiful to behold. I think you should come one of these days and climb it. It's going to be nice, man.
Eye ohwe bepo fefefe yi a ewo Adaklu mountain na se Adaklu township num nti se ukọ Volta region kra na se unni ba bi kra opese wo bokobo wadi adwa obetumi akọ sa bepo we omo mafro no a share experience pa se eyade a eye papapa nti mo be share ne nso na feso eye celebration nankasa o mampani na pamfo vice president ada aban Asafo mpenimfo bebre ekopie mu ewo Volta region aye ahemfo ne mpenimfo ewo Volta so ekopie mu ho na ni afa no cultural display and traditional display there na efe papa ho na chese Volta fo so omo Agyei eye asa eye omaduane eye omokasa eye bia obetumi akọ relax kakra no na chese bebre ewo eye Volta region and no na ema sa decision by government to if any say obe rotate sa celebration me bo aban abaso any day anytime me commend aban papa we're thinking outside the box it's and say obi kura se beta frache onye na adwene po so opeso ye property o eye Volta region o hwe sa enyeme ye course ho eye 6 months ya ebetumi amana asesa na adwana sa enya adwene bi so obekọ akọye property ho obi ho no mo wo sika a opeso ode hye company mu a obetumi akọ site sa company no kura ewo esa ne se ye de sa de no abre na ama na hu se Volta region so omo eye Agyei eno ti yen ko hwe celebrating the Independence Day in Adaklu friend say a joyful homecoming mze ye nya video bi a bisa omanfo na ewo ho no omo ni Agyei efa the celebration no yen konkotie sa enkofo yin se mo kan na yemra
and the helicopters.
People have traveled outside to this event. Personally, I traveled.
I like the way they march, and the helicopters, they were very nice.
Personally, I'm happy for this program to have happened here in the Volta region. You'll be surprised that a lot of people have traveled outside to this event. Personally, I traveled from Kwando to this place.
It's even surprise for me how things go well. Everything is nice for me. I am enjoying it.
It's one of the best events that I've ever experienced in my life, you know. Yeah, and I think Ghana is the best. Ghana is the best out of Africa because how the helicopters were flying away and then it was awesome.
So the experience was very fantastic today. For the first time seeing the Guinea-Bissau president, the ammo cars, all sorts of people, even the military doing their patrols and everything. It was very nice today. Yeah.
This is like a dream come to me. I have to travel for a long distance to witness this. And one day I'll be very happy to share with my younger.
I like the way they march. And the helicopters, they were very nice.
Personally, I'm happy for this program to have happened here in the Volta region. You'll be surprised that a lot of people have traveled outside Ho to this event. Personally, I traveled from Kwandu to this place.
It's even surprise for me how things go well. Everything is nice for me. Every time I'm enjoying it.
It's one of the best events that I've ever experienced in my life, Yeah, and I think Ghana is the best. Ghana is the best out of Africa because how the helicopters were flying away, and then it was awesome.
So the experience was very fantastic today. For the first time seeing the Guinea-Bissau president, the ammo cars, all sorts of people, even the military doing their patrols and everything. It was very nice today. Yeah.
This is like a dream come true me. I have to travel for a long distance to witness this. And one day I'll be very happy to share with my younger generation that are here to follow me.
Odofo utie nsɛm a ɛyɛ Volta region for ɔmo de ɔmo ni di akyi ɔmo kɔ ɛyɛ saa beaeɛ hɔ no otumu sɛ anigye paa na aba ɛyɛ Volta region hɔ sɛnea meka kyerɛ mo no we deɛ sɛ wowɔ hɔ a na sɛ wofiri hɔ a ɛyɛ ade a wode bɛhoahoa ho paa ade a ɛyɛ anigye sɛm kɛseɛ ɛde ma yɛn nkurɔfoɔ na sɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Volta region nti no yɛbɛhyɛ ne nso ɛyɛ Guinea-Bissau mampani ɔno so ɛde n'animonyam ɛbɛtaa ɛyɛ saa dwumadie we akyi sɛnea meka kyerɛ mo no yɛbɔ ahoma no ahwɛ sɛ yɛn nsa bɛka panifoɔ a ɛwɔ Volta region ɔmo de ɔmo ni ɛkɔdi dwumadie we akyi no na ɔmo ntwa ɛyɛ mfoni no ɛyɛ ɛmfa ɛmma yɛ yɛn nsa aka ɛyɛ abranteɛ a yɛfrɛ no Pope Yaw Yevu a ɔyɛ Volta Regional Secretary Edema a New Patriotic Party. Good evening, my brother.
Good evening, Kingsley.
Yeah, how are you, sir? Hello.
Yes, I'm great.
Hello, Pope.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear now. I'm fine. How is the Volta region now? How is it doing?
Volta region is fine, is good. The March activities have brought water life again. So, so we are fine.
Okay. I just played video to my viewers for them to understand and appreciate how the people in Volta region have received the celebration in Adaklu. You were there. How do you see the feeling of the people over there?
Yes, thank you very much, and good evening to your listeners and viewers. The selection of Volta region to hold the 6th March was greeted with a lot of mixed feelings, some very negative things, especially coming from the NDC and other people.
Okay.
But when all of it was set in motion, the planning committee and everything was so inclusive.
Okay.
People from the NDC, NPP, and all other stakeholders were involved in the planning and all of that.
Good.
But at the end of the day, I can tell you the celebration has actually properly positioned Volta again, especially Adaklu.
Okay.
Which is not too well known in the country.
Yeah.
Been able because Adaklu is an area also endowed with tourist attraction and that kind of thing.
Sure.
So let me tell you, 2 days to the occasion, and then on the day of the occasion, you can see that Volta region became so active, so much, became the talk of town and that kind of thing. So for me, if I'm supposed to be talking about what we have gotten as Voltarians,
yeah,
I can tell you, number one, various media houses have reported that even a week to the celebration, all hotels in town were booked.
Wow.
So the celebration in itself, yes, has actually boosted economic activities, in the hospitality industry, that's those around Ho and its environment. Okay. Apart from that, those who are into food vending, their businesses have gone up.
Sharp.
Okay. Those who are also into those, in terms of tourism, a lot of the tourist sites have seen an increase in terms of patronage and that kind of thing. Aside all of that, like I said earlier on, the people of Adaklu especially were so happy for the fact that the Regional Youth Resource Center was built on their land.
Okay.
And that has actually helped to properly put Adaklu on the map of Ghana.
Okay.
And so, apart from that, you realize that the occasion has afforded Rotarians to come together to support a program of a national character. So I think that this program has brought a lot of positives than.
If you look at the theme for this year's celebration, that word together, bringing the celebration to the Volta region, what do you say about that?
I think that the former president Mahama and NDC, for me, the only time that they recognize that they have a region like the Volta region is when it's time for elections.
Sure.
Anything about that will bring development to the people of the Volta region, I'm not too sure they are so much enthused about it.
Good.
So I wouldn't be surprised, because I've heard him on one of his campaign grounds that he built an airport which we were against, and the rest of it. But truth of the matter is that as we speak today, that airport is like the economic viability of that airport cannot be established after today. Okay. Apart from the fact that we can also establish the fact that the MPP government came to pay majority of the debt in terms of the building of the cost. Okay. Not the debt, but the cost of building that airport. The MPP government came to pay a lot of it. Okay. So he cannot claim total, credit for that airport. Okay. But as a matter of fact, as was envisaged at the time of the construction of that airport, we thought that the place for the situation of the airport was wrong. Okay. It was wrong. The fact that who is the regional capital, we are of the view that if you cite this airport around Aflau, that's Ketu Enclave, we can generate the necessary benefit that we want to generate. Okay. You understand? All right. So for President Mahama and the NDC, as for them, we thought that during the celebration, the NDC could use the opportunity to as it were bring to light the contributions of Rotarians to our independence struggle. Okay. But they thought that they could distract the whole process by issuing various formal statements, because apart from what the former president has said about the celebration, the regional party also issued a statement making all manner of frivolous, allegations and that kind of thing. Okay. So I can tell you that when it comes to development in the Volta region, the NDC and President Mahama, they are never enthused about it. Okay, that's very interesting. Let me leave you here, but my guest, Nana Kwame Asafo Agyei, sends his regards. Oh, Nana, it's my brother. Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, he's saying
okay, we have a phone. You have a phone.
Yeah, Akpagana. So after Akpagana, let me give you like 1 minute to greet the people of the Volta region in after eating the fertility and the Yeah. So Akpa Majimaza Mongpopo ma adu betokena Volta region tokata. Ma Adakpa hana oba nyitwa. Le miaba 6 March aduduma lolo Independence Day duduma. Okata odola gbososoma. Alebe nuika mobuba ma jeji o wodo alebe ajeji alagbegbe.
And no Jimmy Labania call a member at the Comema, but an Ajoa, Lamicatania do, NDCO, MPPO, Yak Pasilan plus Volta Regina, Mia Apongo Bay.
Okay. Let me send regards to the DC Honorable Juliana Dogbevi Kwedokpo. I hope I mentioned the name well.
You have done well.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. And then the regional minister himself, Dr. Lecha, regards to all of them. All right. Thanks, Pope, for your time. Next time we'll get back to you. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm always available.
All right. Yo, odofo eye abrantia efeno Pope Yao Yevu a ye Volta regional secretary atwetwefo kese pa de ma eye MPP amanyoko no from Mantem ena ye ne no edi nkomo ama wotwa mfoni de afa ade fefe a esi wo eye Volta region on the 6th of March this year 2023. Obi obeto ade no ho mpibia na on pega na yi is as simple as that. Yes, Uncle share a Independence Day speech, speech, Uncle share Kakrana, Yensamra. Speech, or Mampenade in some Kakrebi to Jay Uncle Kuti speech, Bina, Yamrasisia.
I must first of all welcome our special guest of honor, the President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau and current chair of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas, His Excellency Umaru Sissoco Embalo, and other members of his delegation to Ho, capital of the Volta region, and to Adaklu, the venue for this ceremony. Señor Presidente, voce e benvindo ao Ghana. Ghana is proud of the strong ties of cooperation and friendship that exist between our two countries. And I'm also happy that President Mbalo succeeded me as chairperson of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of Ecowas. It is my hope that our two nations will continue to work together to build a sustainable future of progress and prosperity for our respective countries and populations, and to maintain healthy relations between our two nations. Excellency, we're very glad that you accepted our invitation to share this special day with us. Even though you have been to our country on many occasions, your stay has largely been in Accra, our nation's capital. Today, you are in Adaklu, and I dare say, in one of the most beautiful and most serene parts of our country. And you are amongst the people who pride themselves on their sense of hospitality. I hope that by the end of the visit, you will agree with this claim. I extend the appreciation of the nation to the children from all across the nation who took part in the march, and I commend the cultural groups for their spectacular performances, which exemplify the greatest aspects of Ghanaian culture. It is always a delight also to watch personnel from our security services on parade, putting out spectacular drills. This year's parade and display of drills are no exception, and have become eagerly awaited aspects of our Independence Day celebration. Kudos to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of Ghana that has produced arguably the nation's two greatest composers, Ephraim Amu, composer of that great anthem, Mia Dinyigba Lolo Lola, Here Assassinier, who taught us to take pride in our culture, and Philip Baho, composer of Ghana's vibrant and much-loved national anthem. Daniel Chapman Naho, one of Ghana's most eminent administrators, who at independence helped ensure a seamless transition when the British left.
Yo, Adeshima, your mampeni, His Excellency Nana Dankwa, akufo-addo, Ghana mampeni, ena ode na no disem tu dwano. Yensa aka Dr. Ishmael Hlovo, political scientist, amanyosem nhwehwemu no wa bene papa osan yo twetwerefo anase o kyerefo kese lecturer edema University of Education Winneba yensa aka na ono so ye ne ba betwetwe enkomo kakra. Doc, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening to your listeners.
Okay, I hope you are doing well, Doc.
Yeah, I'm doing well by the grace of God.
Okay, we thank God. Doc, Ghana is 66 years. As a nation, we just want to find out from you where we got it wrong, the good things that have happened, like they will say the good, bad, and ugly. But to begin with, I want to find out from you that after 66 years, do you think Ghana has realized the objectives of self-governance? We have been fighting to govern ourselves as a nation for the past 66 years. Would you say, based on what has transpired, that we have achieved the objective or the purpose for which we went for self-rule?
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity to share my view on this very important issue. As a nation, we can say that after 66 years of independence, we are still in that process, building structures, institutions that will enable us govern ourselves more effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we may agree that we have had challenges. We must also acknowledge that for these 66 years, we have built some successes that we need to acknowledge to move forward.
Okay.
At least for the last 30 years, it has been exciting that for the first time in our political history, we have been able to nurture and sustain democracy for these 30 years.
Good.
So at least on that respect, of course, Ghana is still work in progress.
Mm.
As a work in progress, in building a nation, you don't get it right overnight. Indeed, many of the great nations that we are seeing in the world, be it the Chinese, be it the United States of America, be it Britain, it took years for them to get it right.
Okay.
Where in the process of governance and building a nation, we get so many things wrong, but at the same time, we must be ready to learn from our mistakes, make the necessary corrections, and move forward. And I would say that the Ghanaian years we have been able to lay a foundation in terms of building democratic structures that needs strengthening. The only thing we should avoid going back. That's saying that there are few among us who think that military will do us. Look at our history. After independence, the First Republic was truncated, the Second Republic was truncated, the Third Republic was truncated. All these military governance systems have had a negative impact on our group. And if you look at where we are now, I would say that stick to the democratic path that we have seen for ourselves and continue to make improvement. That is very important, making improvement to what we have chosen to be the path for sustained political growth for this nation. So in the nutshell, I would say yes, in the process of building a nation, we are still on course. We have not gotten a perfect situation, but of course, it's worth celebrating that for the past 30 years, we have been able to lay a somewhat a foundation that we can build on.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. I'm listening.
In terms of either we can say that we have governed ourselves more effectively. There's more room for improvement in terms of how effective we can govern ourselves. As I already said, we may not get it right at the process. People will learn from the mistakes of the past and improve upon it. So where we are now is a critical moment in our history.
Okay.
Various international forces, domestic factors have brought us to a point where we have to reflect for the next step. It is very important for the next step that Ghana will take from here. We need to look at ourselves from where we are coming from. Has our independence actually led to what we envisage? To some point, yes. To some point, no. One, Ghana and Sub-Saharan Africa have largely avoided the situation of civil war that have erupted in other nations. So at least that is something that we should celebrate. That with all the difficulties that we have had, with all the challenges that we have had, we have largely been able to avoid the path of civil war. That has actually rendered some of our neighbors ungovernable. So on the light of that, we have that to celebrate as a nation. That, well, we have attained self-governance, we have both structures irrespective of the challenges. We have largely avoided a carnage of civil war. I'm not saying that we have gotten to that destination that we want to get to.
That's right.
But that is something we should celebrate.
That's
Even
right.
as we speak, we are still a middle, lower income country. That is also progress. And some of the challenges we face today as a result of moving from being a low income country to lower middle income, which the process of managing that transition, all these are challenges. As we move forward, we realize that as people, we have largely been very resilient to many of the challenges that we face.
Okay, Doc.
Yeah.
Sorry. As a proud son of the Volta region, am I right? You are a proud son of the Volta region.
Sure.
Will you tell me that you are excited that for the first time in the history of this country, the celebration of the Independence Day was brought to your doorstep?
Of course, it should be exciting for anybody whose region or hometown or street or community has been chosen to host a national event of such significance and importance.
Good.
I think that the decision to be rotating the Independence Day celebration is welcome in the sense that as we rotate it, it helps us to build infrastructure where otherwise it may not go. For example, look at where this celebration took place. It was at Adaklu. Although people say who, because who is then the most is of course the most
Very
prominent
popular
town in that area. So we just say who. But if you look at Adaklu, not who specifically, it's just close to who. So open up that area. You remember, you see the stadium that they conducted that ceremony. If not for this ceremony, that stadium, I'm sure, would not have been completed at the time it has been completed.
Yeah.
So events like this end up open.
Hello? Hello, Doc? Hello, Doc. Are you on the line? Okay. I'm say Doc if ahoma no so na obie ya nipa o nsem no a yedi ho nkomo no so na kire se ya de papa se eye aban ehye se ana se ehye se ode eye Independence Day fashion no de be kokokoko mia bebre se be ya ye nyina so ye be hu se ne ekọ yes I can Doc biom Doc you are welcome back. Say Doc ahoma no engine amaye yesan epusu se yensaka na ye besan aba yo baby a yadu mame enye aboafo nkrato be sima na mesamra. Yo, order for Esama Wakwaba Bium. Yes, I can. Doc, you are welcome back if you're on the line.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you were talking when the line dropped.
Yes, so I'm saying that, yes, hosting such very important national events outside Accra, remote areas of Ghana, you are giving a little bit of meaning to our whole approach to decentralization.
Good.
Now, we have always complained that Accra is congested, the major cities are congested. So one way of exposing people to other parts of the country is maybe hosting these very national events outside the capital.
Okay.
So when you host it in Hope, in Adaklu, I feel like you have exposed this region to the rest of the country.
Outside.
Some people will never have gone to Adaklu.
Exactly.
Not for this celebration.
Sure.
They will not know what that town has to offer. Indeed, when you listen to when you watch the ceremony, the MCs were highlighting some of the major tourist destinations in the region. That is a way of selling the region to the rest of the country and the rest of the world, because this event is being watched by people outside of Ghana. So by pushing it to that place, you are also indirectly encouraging people to see the other side of Ghana. Yes, it would be nice if you host it in a very urbanized area, playing the urban life, all the flashy things that it has to offer. Also very important to display the very green environment that we saw around Adaklu.
Okay.
The many tourist things that were mentioned during the ceremony have been part of the region. So for me, it's all the process of trying to open up the rest of the country to tourist attractions, to get people to understand that there's life beyond the major cities that we have, that in those areas, yes, they may not have the booming economy of Accra and Kumasi,
exactly,
but they have something to offer. And if you look at that area, the green is so green that you feel attracted to that kind of ground. So as a citizen of Volta, yes, it is interesting. It is nice that this ceremony is being hosted in that region. People an understanding of what the region is about, and of course the display of our culture was on show. So yes, it's well encouraging that we decided to be rotating it. I don't know when next we are going, but I think that again, hosting it just a little bit away from the regional capital is also interesting in the sense that not everything has to be at either the regional capital or the capital of Ghana. We are virtually helping people who otherwise would not even have the chance to be part of this national celebration. For instance, a child growing at Adaklu will always live this moment where the president, foreign dignitaries see that town, exactly, and therefore he lives that moment for the rest of his life, helping to embed in that child a sense of that being proud of where he's coming from, not being shy of where he's coming from. So yes, it's important that we continue. If we continue celebrating the National Day as an event, yes, the rotation of it among the regions, and particularly sending it to those areas where we may consider them as rural areas. They are part and parcel of Ghana. Sure. They are very important to the development of Ghana. If you can get the rural areas to feel very important, this kind of celebration will build a sense of belonging among the people there. And that will go a long way to helping us build a nation. Remember, one of the difficulties Ghana is facing is that sense of patriotism, that sense of nationhood. We are a state, but we are not able to build sense of nationhood among our people. People have to feel that being a Ghanaian is just more than name. They have to feel attached to the nation. They have to feel that, well, being a Ghanaian means that I have something to live for, I have something to defend, I have that intimate attachment to a group that I call Ghana, a group that I call we are Ghanaians. That is very important to us on going forward. And you have to understand that without building a sense of nationhood in us, that attachment of being one people, being Ghanaians, it is difficult to even talk about development in the first place, because People will only sacrifice for a nation that they feel that they are part and parcel of. That's very important.
Okay, Doc, thank you very much. Our line is not helping us, but before I let you go, I have commended the political parties in the Volta region because the information we have been given suggests that both parties worked hand in hand to ensure the success that we are all praising them for. However, others are also saying that it is needless, including the former president, John Dramani Mahama, is needless that we will be sending the celebration to the Volta region at this time. What would be your comment on this?
Well, I would say that as a former president, he has his position and maybe is informed by what he sees. Okay. But then again, say that because of the crisis we are in, if we all decide that we will not celebrate it, that is one thing. Say that sending to a particular place at a particular point in time is needless. I beg to differ. That will not be a very cost. If it is a decision that celebrating an event called National Independence Day is not worth it, that's a different argument we can have. But to say that sending particularly to the Volta region is not worth it, then I differ in the sense that, well, as you said, there are people within the NDC in the Volta that feel that this event is important to them, has brought home Ghana to their region, and therefore, I think that instead of seeing it as a useless event, it's also an event that, as you said, have united both parties in that region, giving them a sense of belonging to a nation, Ghana. Exactly. So it will not be appropriate to describe it as needless, unless maybe we come to a conclusion that given the enormity of the economic challenges we are in, maybe there's another way to celebrate this event. That is to say, maybe we let us do another thing. That will make a little bit more sense. But if we are still going to continue celebrating the event, and to say that sending to Volta is not appropriate, then where else will it be held? Will it be appropriate if it's held in Accra?
Good question.
That is a question that perhaps we have to answer. But I think that once the event will be held, regardless of what is choosing to be held, once we have agreed as a nation that we will do an Independence Day event, hosting the Volta for me as a Voltarian is welcoming, and of course also for the local economy in the area that it is being hosted. After all, the hawkers were there, they made some money, good sell. Good. Of course, it relieves the economy at a point in time. Of course, after independence, people will still want to visit that place. It may stimulate the local economy there. So I think I disagree in that with that position. I think that perhaps he has other ideas that I may not be privy to. From where I sit, I think that once we have agreed to have a national event, Volta as part of Ghana justify its right to host it, and I think that they did a good job in hosting it. It brought out people, the chiefs were there, and it was, I think, a nice ceremony, and of course, will have some effect on the local infrastructure and the local economy. Remember, the stadium will not be taken from there because it was built for the Independence Day celebration. The stadium will remain there for sporting activities. Remember the roads that were tied, the street lights, they remain there. And you see, one thing about this whole thing is that sometimes the DC.
Hello? Doc is off the line. In fact, I'm saying, Papa, will be any papa. Now, my head is that say, oh, sure, or a lecturer or your church for the way I ordained someone in nam, baby, I bet you you didn't see her, senior Ahumano article, you didn't see her near questions be brassy, Bisano, Nenso, Ahumano, and the Amber. But me say, what to me, Agyei, or say, or no, dear, Bibiara or Becca say, mfasodie bia ni so anase ehu hia se ye de celebration of Independence Day no be call Volta region no on the oni nipa no enye adwene isane se eye adekese pa de ma ono a oye obi a ofri eye Volta region eye ade a eye na niji pa ne senia eye political parties ewo Volta region NDC ne MPP no omo kambo mu a omo tumi ma adwumadie no ewie peyo eye nkambom ene ehia as woman Ghana yo afede meba eye studio ha abrantie a ye frɛ no Nana Kwame Asafo Agyei aye a oye deputy director edema external affairs de ma MPP amanyoko no minsa akon minia edisen de
me hoye
me ho wache
me show seja ye sha se kakra we ye refini
me ma ye yo
ye sha se e friend say all credit say home base ye de ni kakra ni wow so kai ni wow bia mo ya obi ankai ho
kakra ele na musa
na obe pie na tu refini
na se da so ni na mu
refini we pie na tu nkai mi
chai what's
chale ni panti no ayo
boko de national to say yeah, that's it.
So you're doing a very great job.
That's it.
Like I told you, some of us, we know where you started from.
Good.
Yeah, make us you where we started from.
Good.
Check. You've kept this pace, this consistency. You've kept this pace, this consistency. Charlie, edu baby, I'm me who say more.
Thank you.
I mean, when the challenge is a storm, and it's only baby.
Your pon cry for moto
there. Flag bearer, your pon cry before moto. Yeah, but flag bearer, big jinemu. And there are days you would think that no, there is no motivation for this guy to do the program. Still, flag bearer by your program.
Thank you.
Abaso.
That's it.
Amen. I pray that whoever is watching will watch you well.
Thank you.
Now, some of us there, he would rain some good manner on a hustle.
Yes.
And we'll remember people like you.
Yes.
Me dem Jidi say Crawford to say wo deserve to reap where they've worked or they've labored. I know you are doing well in your constituency as well. Dawasipa. National name Dawasi we Juma so Ugusu ya party na bepemene.
Medasi. Asida kese no de ma nyamfo Kennedy ohene Agyapong. Ono obe hu ye no se ohia me e wo ha akompreku. Ti ye beda na se papa. Na national to say
Talent kakra.
JFK
general is in UK.
On
a conservative leadership of the Conservative Party. Unim say we are a center right party, MPP. We are
you center right now as say center right.
Ideology no. The center of the major ideology. Ideologies no. We believe that people should have their freedom. We believe that people should develop on their own. Government should not have major stake in the economy and the stake. It should give it to the individuals to develop the business and create the enabling environment for them to grow.
Good.
We believe in perfect competition. It's in MPP Media and another crack last time our council. We don't have any qualms when it comes to competition. Say we have a contest, we are sitting, we don't believe that. Ideology, wow, see a party ideology as you understand that we believe in perfect competition.
Good.
Yes, Jidi said Nyame aside everything na nipa and etutuni nyamano, the Nyame God is the supreme being.
Yeah.
These and many more are ideologies. Okay. So in the scale of the ideologies, we tilt right. What you say? That is why they call us the center right. Then we have the center left, the leftists, which is the socialists.
Okay.
The NDCs. What did you say? And you say nipa eshada ye bibia. And buy necessary bibia. Buy necessary share here for a pentaresium. So that is why we call them the socialists. They do social interventions. So you ube kaya, you ain't Ghana for MPP for particular. It make say the NDC are a socialist party in Pono. They've not been able to do any socialist program.
Yeah, good.
That's
a very strong point.
That is why we make that argument forcefully.
Yeah.
Because one adi where they are coming from. Say
Omayirapo.
No, so for now in Ghana, so
Omayira.
yes, you took Kwanko baby baby. They ask us, say, how is it that a center-right political party
like the
MPP, yes, so many socialist programs. How do we blend?
Typical of them is the free SHS,
health insurance, a whole lot of it. So that is the basis of the ideologies.
Okay.
Now, we are here for now. Your political parties are almost so journey to send your journey. Oko US, you have the Republicans. Okay. Bush and Crawford, they think like we think.
Yeah.
And you have the Democrats, which is Obama nominee. They think like how the NDC think. Now, when you get to UK, the conservative in the UK are also a center-right. Okay. And we are here for now in Africa. When you get to Kenya, the KANU party, the Raila Odinga party, is a social center-right party. When you get to Mozambique, the Great Remano. Okay. We have a lot of parties that think like we think. Sancrophonia, Cambo, the center rights. Okay. And now the international body, the IDU, the International Democratic Union. You want the youth group, which is IYDU, International Young Democrat Union. Over Africans, so you want the DUA, the Democratic Union of Africa. Then you want youth versions, so YDA. Young Democratic Union of Africa. So that's it. So the General Secretary today is in UK. Okay. Interacting with the leadership of the Conservative Party. Okay. So I believe that is how our party hinges.
Okwa kache ni se oba kache ni se me say next time no say okosa international way. International way is my offer me kobi. Who just say me koba na metumi abe briefing Ghana for the amount. Ti kache no.
So by and large, ye gidi say enka independent cranker or can assembly. The NDC should take major interest
in it.
Not just in it, but in making sure that everybody, Obia or Ghana, Biano, enya a feel of it. Because
based on where they are coming from. Yes, I did a bit there.
Yes, that is where. So they are masses. They are masses. What would you say? I was say you bridge gap no between a here for no any a sika for no. I was say a buying crati me jiji buano no che and a here for. One crowd umunya ya nkadebia no panka nipa salai wa buy him na buy emma umiskase jikoto aduanidi jifa koto atare. We don't think like that. We believe that no, empower the person, create an enabling environment. Let the person perfectly compete in the market.
Exactly.
And become himself. Not unknown action. So in that ideology, they should have been much more interested
in this.
In this thing. For the first time, era amampani akufo-addo. Obedi mampani. I would decide yes, on the Independence Day, no, I won't cry bium. Na or they call baby for people like us. Ibisa say, but for Ben as soon as I die.
Exactly.
What I say?
It
is out of the box.
Out of the box.
And kahu.
Yes.
So what that sorry? Now say adia. No, this is the convention.
So many years, about 60 years.
Yes, this is a convention. This is how we do it. What I say? All of a sudden, you are departing from the normal
to decentralize
do something else.
Wonderful.
It is a nyabofo ananya me ne be fisro. This how dwene na se otrimu a. Nipa emfa mauda.
Debida.
Etini Jesus Christ obisa nesuafo no say na nipa se ye frɛ me sɛn we bɔ na we abɔ we bɔ na we abɔ na nesuafo ne ba ko boy no say yamfa mfi soro ama wa count me so your humanly fresh cannot contain
at all
Ethiopia ote ho a odwene so we de hu nimfa so ye de kwa ye de kwa he is still in the flesh. Yes, oti nipomu onyan wura the realm. Hwe I want to say enamo ehwa paso enamo ehwa paso ene ye kan wase
sir.
So yakọ northern region Tamale,
Yes.
yakọ Ashanti region Kumasi,
Yes.
yakọ Cape Coast, you will Volta region.
Yes.
Let me focus on Volta region.
Exactly.
Japon jimle, but the school Japon, Chile Japon. I have a special creation with the Evans.
Okay.
They are part of me. And the Adaklu, the lady there in
Adaklu, Juliana.
Let
Wonderful
me
lady.
tell you something.
Very wonderful lady, Juliana.
We were in KG together.
Oh.
We were in primary school together.
Oh.
We were in JSS together. We were in secondary school together.
Oh, Volta. Oh, Volta.
No, Akosombo.
Akosombo, okay.
Yes, Juliana Akpedekpo. So I know her too well. And during her confirmation as a DC, I was there.
Oh, okay. That shows how close you are.
Yeah, so we're very close. And I spoke to her.
Yati Oshe, message Abase Oshe.
Oh, nice. And I spoke to her before coming here. And
oh, you spoke to her?
Oh, of course. I told her I'm coming to the flag bearer show.
Okay, all right, that's good.
And when you listen to the joy, the excitement, the fulfillment, who say in fact, even if she's been the talk of town in Adaklu.
Exactly.
Udu Japon, maybe I will me. There's a back or talk of the town. She's now the talk of the town in Adaklu. Look, for the first time, the whole world gather in Adaklu.
Yes.
Unprecedented. For the first time, traditional leaders are handful and penful opinion leaders are a kebia a woman. They did not pick a bus to come to Jubilee to meet the president. The president moved from Jubilee to them to pay homage.
Wonderful.
Some of these things, money can never buy.
You can find in terms of money.
You think this thing can be bought with money?
Cheap thinking.
I was saying at the better, so how will you price it?
Yeah.
How will you price it? Now,
and for the first time, for the first time, this program allowed the two main political parties to work together.
And work together. You see, the Volta region is instrumental when it comes to the independence of this country.
Okay.
We've forgotten that.
There's a Ghana fan who did no Volta region for no edimut into my power.
So we share the Transvolta Togoland elections, the referendum. Ghana as a whole, because you notice Togoland that home part. And the Cocos, no, the British. I was here tour, but near line, no, Transvolta Togoland. So they decided to join us. So they play a key role in our independence.
Sharp.
And for over 60 years, this independence they played role in, they have never been part of the celebration.
Wow.
As in, been involved, have taken over like this.
Yes. Yes. I just say Nipano
so going back to Adaklu, it's like Ghana going back to its ancestors and its roots to celebrate with them.
Exactly.
So that they will feel if you notice, nipa bia no panin bia no ye connected to the ancestors no. Edu baby otimi ko wo mo naso. Obi kura ho ne maami wu a, ne papa wu a, sebe otimi ko ne naso. Eko yade ho, eko bompa ho, e de flower koto ho, eko bibi ko ye bibi. And it is significant.
Sir.
It connects the ancestors to you, the living.
Sir.
What we get in Ho is connecting us to our ancestors.
Good.
And you see, again, it is settling the whole, your friend is saying, Western Togoland, blah, blah, blah,
issues,
blah, blah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This independence celebration is settling
that
those
is
matters.
a major plus.
Yes, because I'm unfortunately called. So I'm asking you, one more will be some questions. How price been on the 2 ways?
Maybe more price, no.
No, people are going around. I don't know how to call them or to qualify them. Say one more day, one more be claiming independence. I'm just a part of the country. No, today we are celebrating independence in that area to prove to you say there. And our ancestors are still alive and they are connected to us. And if it is not a thinking president like Nana Dankwa akufo-addo,
who else? Who else?
Being said that. That is why I'm not surprised that John Mahama will still be. Is he in fact on Ukraine? Again, me, I am so fond and so attached to Volta, to Ecowas. I'm so attached and fond to them. But you see, for the first time, and me was exposed to the world. Culture, yes.
Yeah.
And okay, was exposed to the world.
Okay.
And then State of the Nation address, I met one top security officer, top security officer, Mimbonidi. Into Agyapong community we met in Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire na mihuni yekoye some program be Cote d'Ivoire. Then I met him, so he became my friend. Until me bisa no say senior na ufi ho bad abai. No so chale that day na me return you na I'm so okay. Maybe the following day no so okay. Now so what do you think about Sadi way I demo movie echo around ya the nene ya demo because he is in charge.
Okay.
When you must catch me. Throughout his service in the security, the best moments, any times you could be independent with different
other regions. Wow.
The security man.
Penimu pass.
Yes. And I mean, so he was telling me, say, that Adaklu area, no, in fact, the Netherlands government, your friend is saying, hikes near there.
Yeah.
And
yes.
I never knew this. These are the areas, you feel that you are drinking pure water. Yeah, pure water unadulterated water.
Pure.
Natural. These are the areas and he testified to it. The air you breathe, because of the vegetation around that area, you will not know this unless you visit. Or visiting now, do you know what is going to happen? He is going to give a word of mouth referral. Will be alcohol to boost the local economy. Julie catch me say, in fact, hotels in Volta region,
a production is a story, no, moon screen.
Hotels in Volta region, vendors. Vendors for 3 days.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
And hotels in Ho are fully booked and restaurants fully packed. Business is booming.
This is Hohoi.
MC.
This is Hohoi MC.
Oh, okay.
And it's different from Adaklu.
Okay.
But they are, I mean, the stretch.
Okay.
So it tells you how this one is building the economy.
You can't take away. I mean, you can't take anything away.
And you see, coming out of COVID, the impression in Yama COVID, the psychological effect of COVID, we need things like this.
Exactly.
So for me who price would be to be say so.
It's true.
Now what me say what to say so.
Price they be to be say so.
In I think Agyei near John Melo was like in the end me Agyei near your friend is saying fellow Ghanaians address.
John Wayne
Dumelo.
Onim o kasa no kasa bibi o hod ma unhu da. But because of this celebration,
yes.
Amawa who
culture, the tradition,
na ade ba ko a me so me di mani di echi se me hu se omo ya display no asa ne omo culture ne ade no ba ku bi a ebeto dwa me yam shimi kakra ye crocodile live na omo di display ho ma ye ko hwe sa eye crocodile na se sa cultural dance no na crocodile no wo mu na yemra back okay se eye ready a ye be ma ha ena ye no fe this is rich Volta culture, Volta region.
You know, this one, it cuts across this area. When you get to Dahomey, Benin, Benin, Dahomey, this is very popular around those areas. As a voodoo practice.
But Nipana no Kasane said this has nothing to do with voodoo. Or say it's pure tradition, pure culture.
I say okay. When you get to Dahomey and they do their own, the Benin, they have a similar thing like this.
Okay. Yes, in Ghana, no, so okay, that's so nice. Are otutu Ghana flag no go now.
So say one more be who say Agyei show open no.
Okay.
But you see how it will display. How the ancestors will be invoked into it. And how it would display. See, aside what was happening here under camera, around things were happening.
Yeah.
I mean, people were doing their own things.
Yeah.
And it was fetching. Abiunu Haman for Abrofoshe, no much Cheska, and a lot of things were going
on. And Befia, therefore, no, at the same baby free, sir, a voter hako.
See, now, baby, Agyei. That is the Youth Resource Center.
Youth Resource Center, no.
It's you could see a full
but yes, Agyei, Okoyi Agyei ni free mo.
Okoyi free. Display ni binu.
Yes. Then they say, Omutumi yi sa nyema we free mo. And ye one district, one factory ni bina. Se semina factory a. Omu ya Agyei na. What an enye for my. Ana production me boy because to me Agyei we ma enyama ba ka we dey say but seriously yema president enti say Agyei we yema ye nko say Agyei a omo ye tumi ye pa Agyei no we don't even need structures for the one district one factory and once ye normal ye na ye dey cars akusu alodo abankran wa Yesu Volta region. Wow. Yo wajo yo. Akoyi wo akukudro pa o. Onfe no anfa mbemi wa. Wow.
They are done.
Interesting.
That is how rich.
Interesting.
That's how rich.
Interesting.
Our culture is.
Interesting.
And you see, if we had done this in Accra,
yes,
you think we would see this?
Debbie.
We'll see. When we went to Northern Region, we saw.
Look at the culture. Yes, look at the culture.
People.
The boss Emma organizers ne papa.
Ako Volta. We who send a hot here. We make it tweet. We make it Facebook post. Obronibi. The return of a friend is saying.
The year of return.
The year of return na yegusu ye December in Ghana na Ademina. Oba on tra crab you.
Obekwa ko hwe ade no o Volta ho. Odu obeto
crab you mu. Obekko ho.
You
are building the economy in Volta region in Adaklu.
Wonderful.
And people, because we might they cannot see phantom some of these things.
Yes.
Okay? When him say, because of this festival, roads leading to Adaklu and the center where at the end of were upgraded.
Oh, okay.
Coin was were upgraded. It's make in some of the infrastructure development and it is so if people, some of them I see writing are event organizers.
Okay.
And they know what it takes to organize events. The benefits event organization at the brain. And they talk like this because of cheap politics. No one said no. What doing? Until you cannot see in between the lines. Look, let me tell you one fact. I know I know that the people of Volta region, most of them, because of the long-standing tradition, even Rollins Nankasa, of free Volta region, na omo friend is saying orientation in akwakoye NDC more. They would naturally want to still vote for NDC.
Yeah.
But deep inside their hearts, they know that this is one of the best things that
has ever happened to them. I agree with you.
Ever happened.
Yes. All right. But say yes, oh yes, yes.
But they know.
Yes.
If you are 20 or said no.
Now we have trend no krana.
This is one of the best
MPP is doing well in the Volta region. We have trend now.
And then when Mr. President has no kind book we when
you
oh, Kopebi.
Anti-Pebi brem.
Mr. President.
Mr.
President, all can the State of Nation address.
Yeah.
For the first time in our history, or their next account. So he annexed this.
Wow.
Or the account. This is the road infrastructure. Which is unprecedented for the independence.
Where's your green book?
Oh, there be.
Okay.
And the roads infrastructure in Volta region. Who be say intino Mahama ko launch in campaign no
ferry.
What come as mama.
Ferry.
What come as mama.
So when you
and
keep taking the people for granted.
My brother Pope said something. He said the only time the NDC remembers Volta region is when it is close to elections. Very sad.
Yes. A very profound statement.
True.
Yes.
What I say? Very sad, but that is true. Maybe because I am part of them. Sometimes it didn't come. What I say? It didn't come. And I asked them. Eta Bronam tu nuike NDC won Alo wona vote me de to vote at all.
Sir.
Bronam.
So.
And for days, for time, it is difficult to mention one. To mention one, and you go like, Charlie Basso, what can I do to turn my own people? What can I do?
Yes. It's our time. Time.
Of course, we are improving.
Yes, we shared previously. Exactly.
You tell you that we are improving.
With the development that are going on, education in this sure.
Because we are integrating and moving, the orientation is changing. Even me and Rollins have Akufo-addo, Rollins Megalo. So Rollins is no more. Rollins is go. It can also come down because you see, they had Rollins as the umbilical cord to the NDC. And even their own NDC people didn't treat Rollins.
Yes, na papaya or no baho no say or launch no Rollins no fa na nyashi.
They didn't na Rollins ni muna mono ina ye hu ni say or no ye the I mean the power, the connection to the NDC no. Ono kra NDC for the near then. So I believe that gradually my people would find reasons to see say look, if there's a political party that thinks, akufo-addo more than enough. You know, at a point, then some of the regions were accusing President Kufuor then say, or the BBI Volta region.
Yes.
If you remember.
Yes.
From 2000 to 2008.
Yes.
People were like, even the Asantis were like, why? And Kufuor those times were like, look, let us get them to also like us.
Exactly.
That is why we are taking some of these things to them.
Exactly.
So we have done so much for our brothers. And I believe that if there is some reasoning, John Mahama shouldn't have even thought of going to Volta region. But you see, for cheap pedestrian reasons, what you say? Cheap politicking, and the obeko, what you say? And no decline so him say about on the 6th match. It you know decline na dwene ni say or say kwan mu what you say or the anya kogu garim so that nkan yen be ba no
ono ne gari na say
ono ne gari na say it was and you see another thing I want to mention was we showcase Volta talent to the world.
Talent be say.
There is this artist that was starting Eba up. Obonyombi, I'm trying forgive me. Otena where. Allo uonecha.
I said just say.
Ubitimiaye and Ebroso.
Oh, okay.
There's this guy. Oh, it's a yeah, guy.
I made a hymns na hymns na.
Guy, this is a new
guy.
This is a new talent in Volta.
We call hymns.
And there was a show, night show.
Part of the program.
I tell you, the Volta talent. Talent throughout the night too.
Wow.
Throughout the night.
Wow.
And the Volta talent were just coming up. You know they have a lot of them. Like my brother Stoneboy is a Voltarian.
Yes.
Like
Edem, yes.
Solid vote. I mean solid.
Yes.
And these guys are mentioned, and there's a whole lot of Voltarians that program.
That
program brought them up.
Yes.
And I know that most of them are using that except from those programs on their handles.
Exactly.
And the whole world
sell them.
will see.
To sell
because
them.
we give them a platform.
Good.
To sell them.
Good.
This is what we call
practical way of developing people.
Developing people, bringing them out.
Exactly.
And of course, yeah, Belly one for the show, no. Bibi kakra.
Of course.
Bibi kakra, no so the production team,
underground
rapper, kawa bo bebrebe, ultimate kakra. So it tells you that look, it was super.
Okay.
It
was super.
And then the military had to fly or give the Adaklu children an experience with the flight.
The children.
Yes, Julian and Kachemi, they give them experience with the flight.
Wow. Yes. They will never forget. Never. Yes.
First,
I'm telling you. My uncle Fudini Kakran Sam Rabu na Agyapong. Uncle the overview no nyama esi wo ho no kakra na yensamra. Okay, there per se wo hwe arrival time no na emra na mpanifo no eba no wo hwe the display of culture. Aye mampani abedi achi His Excellency the Vice President Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia one Nigeria fefefe your second lady Her Excellency Samira Bawumia na ogina ne nchen ne mpanifo akukudam omunyina kopi ho ma adwumadie no aye fefefe hwe soro ho ahemfo no abo mu kente bi the normal kente colors bi so black and white hwe Chief Justice na wahwe ne kente pa efe. This is rich culture. Yenya yewo oman no mu there we don't even value this. Abrofo no there omhu ana omani agye kekeke eno ti na ye ka kire mu say ade we a ye de call Volta idea. The decision will never be rolled back. As long as the new patriotic party is in government, nyame ya adoma kakra obia ebetumi experience the Independence Day celebration. And copy say yebenya 100 years no na say region ha bia obia etumi experience. Guinea-Bissau for president. Oko Mbalo na odine no monyam ebetai eye Jumedi nechi as the chairperson of the Ecowas commission no take over from Yamampene His Excellency na Adodankwa akufo-addo. I just say Jumedi no IFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFF both MPP ni NDC ewo Volta region oma bomodin papa ma kire se ye kan ye hu bomu a eye mpuntuo be hu mpuntuo djuma na ye be hu obi ka kire mi se oba no ohun se nyame adom Volta region akwan no bebre se na menua kanu ohwe Samira baby oye na mefe pa se oma Dr. Bawumia na tade na adaye se nani ewo papa no hu ye papa onye ja no ho kra Samira tabi tafrachi Agyei ifo ana obekasa ade we enyefe efe papa enfa politics ntunchen yenhwe se ebia ebetumi abia homa no afa frefo beye ba ku mienu miensa bia na omuso omuntumi enkyere omadwene mfa eye enne nkomodi a yedi ewo eye show isui nana yi ehun mfoni no kakra de akire ahwefo se be ya omo anko no oman ko bi no be hu nsem a wo ka no oman ka se bi a ntro bi na se bi ye twa
and ade bi wo ho a man kan na ye the youth resource center.
Yeah, the youth resource center. Also a horna jumedie no.
That whole infrastructure, the edifice.
But as a park, stadium,
yes.
bisu.
That is the center. Youth center. It's encompass a stadium.
That's a stadium. I mean, it's like an international stadium. It's quite big. And yet, AstroTurf. Okay.
Yes.
Your friend is saying
the youth resource center.
Wow.
Yes. And your friend. Okwa Santi regional.
Wow.
Oba Eastern regional. Bako. Says akufo-addo. So
it's scattered all over.
Across.
10 project no. Okay. Bakuni. Wow.
That Adaklu one.
Wow.
And park no. Aside park no. There's other friend is saying offices, training centers, and all that indoor programs there. That's all magnificent.
Mami announce a phone lines 0240 550-899. Obesa ochire wadwene a obo odi ni bebia ofre fina tie also wachire wadwene 0240 550-899 na also watumi achire wadwene nkoso.
Now street lights prenam dwumadie we hunti ndura Adaklu kru ni Adaklu bebia ekwakoe program ni kru ese wani ese okache
mankopa mama no me
ese okache so you see we are mining there. We see a developing baby.
Okay.
We see a developing baby.
Development in the Ebeko baby. Mami family first. Offer for Odikan. Hello. Good evening. Hello. Okay. See line I drop line. Development now. By way Ebeko baby.
Obi wo ho a ne die. By election e de beba.
Obi wo ho a the development. Cheche mu ye.
The government is supposed to make and develop the entire country.
Okay, mpacho mami for hello.
Hello.
Yeah, mwajo mwakwaba.
Yeah.
Mpacho udini baby ofrefi.
Medidi kwami usuru mutwa kwetema.
Mpacho kasa mami.
Mpacho
Mpacho kasa.
Mpacho.
Yeah.
Your mama see. Do I dare know before I say empty that I want to one down. You so be sure I didn't say you want to be empty that
Okay.
Ana
ye di atira hwefo no bia no won mo hye bibi atade wo ho.
Bade na for the aye amanyosam.
Okay.
Mpino no wa amba dwumade en.
Good. Yo, aye owura kwame wusu a ofre fitem aye da sepa nyame enhira wo se oso okire wadwene. Utie ofrefo ya obisa se sebeta frache infoni a yayi ene omo koye no obi hu se MPP atade bia na se colors bi wo ho ana wo ko obi hu se obi share MPP atade ho na se obi share MPP atade krapo na is it the enough reason say o mampanin dada wo so wonko
meba unim se a Volta region obi timi share ndis atade ba sole.
Okay mbacho ma me fa ofrefo obi timi share ndis atade ba sorry hello
yeah hello
mbacho udini baby ofrefi
Mpacho from
Teresa mpacho kasa.
We na yes.
Good.
Yes. What?
Metiu.
Metiu. Okay, me kasa fitama.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
We na yes because na manda ndi mpo say Volta for no. Be to me ayewe. Ni na nya na ajo me say dia. The president to call on my idea. Ebeyomo enfi anase bisa.
Yeah.
So me tiji nechi na amehwe no ade no efe.
Good.
Obia na wonga na bia no me ni je so sad we tulisi na mi shira na ado.
Amen.
Amen shira wo so ai.
Amen. Me da sepanya mi shira wo so a wo frɛ kire wadwene. O se o te ma me no Auntie Teresa tema 25. O se ono de na ne yam hyehye no se dia enyema ekọ ne bia nka ye call voter kra no nkrofo mf president ba wo hwe ne yesi na efe papa
obi amame artist na me kanidi Kamedo sugarcane
Kamedo
so you can check him up
with the message wa ma memfa ofrefo am say eno so kan ho ma adwumadi no hello
good evening
sir udini
your friend on net and
Tantra
Hill
udini biom
Onwana Asante.
Okay, Asante, Tantra Hill.
And the question said there would be can what's it?
Hello.
Is it the Kencity Tantra Hill from Onwana Asante?
Mpacho yo kasa miti one.
And the question is the Omanteni akufo-addo Agyei. And the Ecowas other reviews in Tano. Good. That they would be can get many from Mr. or before. Oh, there would be and there were 4 parliament to the Okakana. Who shall say? And you are not 1 year. Nancy me call me a crew, Kua. Na a crazy a year, a Kua. After the Piasi Akosi. Abitifino, no Timote. Let me because Antiquary the way now, Politica, and a akufo-addo the year Carpine. Who's also or boy or Bobbesian. Mamma Echo Water Region, or do on what the way there. Akufo-addo Agyei because into a new one or the corporate that's in your ministry.
That's a Papa of Asante, our free Tantra, Yami and Shrow. Minia, a many I
say, Volta region. To me kwa sole no bi se ndisi atare ntimi nkasa sole no ye ya amanyo sem ntimi nkobi
Dabi that's a good analogy
yes so nipa ba ko mienu e se MPP atare na on the back program na se na ide
yo ma me fa ofrefo I don't think say it's a good reason hello
Independence Day celebration
yes I pacho udini bia o kasa free Okay, Fuseni, you free wa. Okay. Kasa mami.
Pacho, me free wa, me free
Pacho kasa.
Pacho, kakra mekan se abuabu do mama o nani na.
Okay. Yo Fuseni ono so se omampanin dada John Mahama ne oye no enani na ewu entina oye sa me da se papa se wo frɛ wasem tiawa ofa emre no ya bentino mze ofrɛfo a otwato eno no
menene ya chi
okay
and finally I'll commend yen ho I'll commend Yankasa as a nation Ghana o hwɛ ye map no a esoro ho Burkina Faso ne da ho Omokan French. Yes. And Fi Thomas Sankara a time I won into quality ya omukun bepe mene Burkina Faso da sukunto kwa honno
yes
otiase
Burkina Faso hon inshada nyoe ya
Oba Côte d'Ivoire Alasa Ouattara and Laurent Gbagbo omonto kwa haede haemre still ene honno
sir
Gbagbo asamba okwa exile no Gbagbo ba the political party in fact Gbagbo's political party is a center right it's you know okay. They want to stage Gbagbo again. Ouattara is trying to go another
term
also the initial asumdwe mbae Togo Finya Singbe Abreso bepemene ne asumdwe but Ghana
yes
for almost 66 years
sharp
yenti e ho ase o sebe yenti e ho ase ye wo hai ye shedan enka saa o but we are living in peace
exactly
and harmony
yes
ebia santini ene votani omo nka saa
yes
but yenku ebia seremuni one kroboni omo nkasa
enso ntokwa bia ni ho
enso ye nko
yeah
so that alone and I believe that some of this celebration and that's so kutayen
sir
because every year ye this assist match no e kai say
nipa ba
irrespective of kasa woka baby a wo atari a wo share aduane a wo die ye nipa ba
ye ware ye ho kra
so that aban bi bebo be kase o twa 6 match ni mo me nko am demonstration
nko me obe
onim ne tia
dabi
chale mi so no na 6 match no
World Cup World Cup World Cup especially if you have the opportunity to be part of omo match now
na why am omo match bi no betime susa unja suda for yen
a big deal
man makes us have a certain sense of belonging
yes
na kosomo park na me dim now him say na ebo ban belen to ben I'll tell you so I believe strongly that these are things that bring us together as one people.
Okay,
let us
wrap up
let us continue to preserve it. Say if there are suggestions to even make it richer, better and much more impact felt
and sell it to the outside world.
Yes. For me, that is where I look at most. What I say, Pasa and eka yenfanko classroom. Now all time no, all the classroom.
Debbie.
All time, all the classroom.
Debbie.
Now why they say you independence here? Classroom all Ghana
yes.
Why they can't?
Debbie.
See you independence here. Obiya be di diame. Who said that?
A populist call, don't mind.
Cheap call, win cheap politics. So for me, like I told you, sorry, the former president, your mama, me tina se mana mbosu funo me. I mean, let us see. Obiya, obe Felice, Charlie, Ghana yedi, Ghana no. Sincerely, it is because of a certain global. I mean, for instance, strings ni attachment a yedi ho asem ni ade Ghana yedi we admit ye force nia why you so disappointed with MPP mumpo onim say your mama is not an authority
exactly
eno na fantini mami be ka say ontimi ye tetala ontimi ye tetala your mama ontimi ye tetala and you see what is most damning is that he just have only 4 years
one term.
Onu ankasa atum say one term no wuntimi fa nye bia okromu ha.
Yes.
Etu oba be pe one term no ba be pese odi ko edie.
Odi be miamu.
Just for the gratuities. Ye hu say we di president no. Ne nkrofo ebe no eni agede ugadi alazes contract no ni ade.
Odi be miagana. Yes. Box site no yeah obe ni.
Na ko be ba ho back aba be pe vote mpo when few. Na this time. Those time he was a dead goat, not this time.
Yo.
Bear dead cow.
Yo. Dead goat, no, dead cow. According to the analogy of Nana Kwame Asafo Agyei, my guest, also deputy director or external affairs for MPP, as you Rofo Yebedasi say Ope Brena also Udiweni Edi the seat show ha ana brebe ma ya de dwumadie no asi ebeda mo se papa afrefo no nyina mo amontumi amfre so mo fa encheye na mo amohwe wo ye social media handles nso nyanyame enhira mo ma comment no de emra na mo share benifo ohene kofisafo a ye me producer na feso Robert Bafo Fin eja Ando ene Justice Aful na o ye MCR kwesi Ninsin and George Sakode Adodo na friend focus and my cameraman and Kobe Scratch me video editor and officer ye Kenneth Techi Agyapong me director of television some penny for we and boa my day dwumadi no ebra nyame adoma eye adwoda ebe 7:30 pepepe ye besia ewo the seat show so ewo na 2 television makramu